Suave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you good at math?
Yeah.
Okay, what's 1 plus 2?
What the f?
Welcome back in the cave. Listen, we got myself, Alex III. We got Suave in the building. We got 5K. And today we got Maison J, Miami's #1 magician, right?
What's up? What's up?
Well, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Feel great.
We appreciate you for coming in, man.
Thank you.
We got a lot of questions. Look, I had a lot of questions. I didn't want to waste any content, so we're just going to get straight into it. So the first thing I wanted to know, like, you performing for the Heat. It looks like you performed for the Heat. You performed for the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
So, I mean, it was great. I mean, the experience was just being there. Like, it was one of my first experiences performing for the Heat. I did the Hard Rock first, and then I got a gig for the Heat. I did some of their like private events.
So, quick question. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
yeah.
How did that happen? Like, how did you like pop up out of nowhere and just start performing for these big teams? Like, how did that happen?
I started going out and just doing magic out in the streets. And basically I would tell people when they post me just to say I was Miami's #1 magician. And so that actually went so far and for so long. Eventually I started getting phone calls from like high-end companies saying, we heard you're the best in Miami. We want to hire you. And my first high-end gig was actually at the Hard Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked for a rate of $1,000 for the hour, and I got paid.
See, you
gotta switch careers.
Listen, no, you gotta know your value though. That's your value.
And then after that, it was like somebody saw me there. Then somebody else was like, "We want you to work at the Miami Heat Stadium," and then somebody was like, "I want you to work at the Panthers." And then next thing I knew, I just started doing them in high-end events only. I started doing just high-end events and celebrities. And that's all I do now.
So is it like during the halftime show? Like, when are you doing it?
No, they actually have private events that they host for the public. And I usually walk around doing close-up magic there. So the Six Figure Magician I wrote to enable performers like magicians or performers in any industry to earn 6 figures. You guys can get it at my Linktree up in my bio on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook.
So what are you doing? Like, you're performing for like big crowds when you're at the Miami Heat like stadium or whatever. You're performing for big crowds, right? So what are you actually doing? Like, what is the show?
I normally do close-up, like mentalism, mind reading, hypnosis. I don't do really like big stage stuff because I like the more personable experience. And you guys will see that here. I feel like all that stage stuff, I mean, nothing to say about the magicians that do the stage stuff. I love it. I love watching these like illusion shows. But people go to there and they're like, oh, that's an illusion. They don't come out being like fully amazed. They'll be like, that was an amazing show. But they're not amazed internally. So like what I do is more like an internal thing.
Right.
So you'll see that like, I feel that magic, like, you know, I'll do some stuff with cards, but when you do it with the mind, it's completely different. It feels like real magic. So, yeah.
So I seen like a video of you when you were younger, like you was doing like some card tricks. So when did you actually like get into this? When did you figure out that you had this power? Or
when I was 4. So I started doing magic when I was 4 years old.
What did you start out with? Like what tricks?
My first trick.
4 years old, bro?
It's weird because I was in pre-K. I'll never forget it. It was my birthday actually. And I made like a paper plate move across the floor. And I was amazed.
I was like, yo, pause, hold on.
A paper plate.
Yeah.
Yo, you know I tried that when I was legit too. I'm like,
you would stare at something, right?
But it's not working.
That
so
sounds like a scene out of Harry Potter.
But yeah, I'm trying to say, so when it actually worked, like, what was your first reaction? Like,
I was amazed, and I started calling my friends over. I was like, look what I could do. That being said, I don't have any superpowers or special abilities. I'll tell you off rip.
Yeah, my bad. Question: what ethnicity are you? So like, what's your background, culture background?
I'm mixed. I'm Puerto Rican Italian.
Okay. That's why, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was like a, African ethnicity or like, Caribbean. He said Puerto Rican, Italian. I was like, hell no. I didn't know they do little witchcraft like that. You feel me? All right, I'm about to say if you had some, some other I was like,
what that mean though? Because we Haitian over here. So what that mean?
Nah, see, why you jumping to Haitian?
Nah, because we said no. You know what's no.
Haitians are known for magic.
What are you?
Nah, I'm just saying.
You're Jamaican, okay?
Yeah. So let's get back to that. So you were 4 years old. You moved the paper plate, okay, and then you told your friends about it. You showed them like it happened.
Were you trying to move the plate, or you just?
I genuinely was trying to move the plate. I was like,
sure you just didn't, when you blinked your eyes, just adjusted a different way and the plate looked.
The plate just moved.
No, because I had people reacting to it, and that's what created this idea of like,
who's
okay,
reacting
I
to
want to
it?
be able to, no, the kids at the school.
The demons.
This happened in pre-K. So
I thought this was at home. I'm about to say, yeah, your mom's gonna say, yeah.
I wanted to keep that same reaction, so I started learning other stuff. I didn't know what magic was. I didn't even know what the word magic meant.
Mm-hmm.
I only knew like, what you see in movies. So I was like, I want to have superpowers. That was my goal. And in having superpowers, I would try everything. My next thing that I did was I stuck a spoon inside my nose. And I saw that on a video game. It was called SSX Tricky. Mm-hmm. And they actually had the voice of the characters. They had interviews on it on PlayStation 2. I'll never forget this. And one of them was Psycho. And the voice of the character was actually a circus performer. And he showed himself putting a spoon in his nose. I was like, oh, I can do that. So I went to the kitchen. I stuck a spoon in my nose. And next thing I knew, I started doing freak show acts. And that's something that kind of translated later on in life.
I'm trying to figure out how you,
which part, like
you all the way.
How about I show you guys something right now?
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead. You can show us. You can show us something.
Here, you can check this out. What is that?
It's 2 long doll needles.
Yeah, I'll let you guys check this out. That's actually from
still in the pack.
I want to say Joann's. Is it Joann's? No, Hobby Lobby. I got that at Hobby Lobby. They're needles, they're actual needles. So, can you just
don't tell me you about to put this in your nose?
Open it up.
Listen. See that? Warning. Real quick. I'm not really that.
Put a quick little disclaimer right here.
Disclaimer. I'm not that good with blood.
Don't touch the tip, because I'm gonna have to. But I'm just gonna show you guys something. If you could just.
Oh, I see it going through.
All right, well.
What the fuck?
It doesn't hurt.
Oh my! You need to go work out Halloween Horror Nights.
Yo. And I'm watching it go through. This is like not an illusion. This is real.
That's sick.
That's not an illusion. That's real life to me.
Bro, I'm watching it go through the other side right now, bro.
How my cheek looks?
It don't look like nothing happened.
Nigga regenerated?
I see something right there, no?
There should be a dot.
A little dot right there.
A little dot, but that's about it. Not bleeding profusely, anything. So these are the type of stuff I started doing later on in life. It started from there.
Yeah.
That's an illusion, or that's like
that's
real.
Not an illusion, bro.
I mean, you can touch it. I mean, you might want to wash your hands. You guys,
bro, it's not an illusion. I watched it go through the other side. Me and Suave looking at it.
Real.
It's not an illusion.
That was real. He stuck it through.
It really went through.
Yeah, it really went through.
You were right next to me, man.
I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
Right next to me.
Because you're not bleeding. I don't see nothing.
I'll let y'all keep it if you want.
Yeah.
It went through my cheek, so there will be.
Yo, real talk. I took it out of the package.
You can keep the other needle. It's a real needle.
I know it's a real needle. I took it out the package, handed it to him, and he stuck it through. Bro, there's no way. There's no way, bro. I know this nigga just didn't put a needle through his cheek. Like, it's not an illusion. I seen him put the needle through his cheek. I'm telling you. All right. So back to when you were 4, you were younger, right? Like, how was school knowing you have these abilities, right?
School was terrible. I got bullied a lot.
For the tricks?
No, not even for the tricks, but like I was always like the quiet kid. So I got bullied a lot. I took a lot of shit growing up, to be honest. I was always fighting, but there was a point where I just like, my parents were just like, you gotta stop fighting. So like I got bullied a lot in school, all the way up till about high school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So school was terrible.
You went to school down here, or
No, New York.
Oh, you're from New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you was acing all your tests? Or it doesn't work
I was until high school. Then I flunked high school entirely. So.
You were doing tricks throughout high school?
Yeah. Throughout the whole time, I used to work at a magic shop called Rogue's Magic Shop and Phantasma Magic Shop. And magic was my whole life. It's always been my whole life. So.
Did you get any trouble? Did you do tricks for like students, teachers, things like that?
I actually, you know what? The teachers in high school, shout out to them because they were actually really supportive of it. Like all the teachers loved having me in their classrooms doing magic for everybody. Trying to remember this one teacher's name. She was an English teacher, yeah.
Yeah,
and she would always have me come to a classroom and she would have me do magic for her students and stuff. And she was awesome, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope, man. So I was on your page, right? I wanted to get into this first thing. I saw you performing for Tory Lanez, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to know like how did you come about that? Was you at a Bitcoin event or that was?
I was at a Bitcoin event and I kind of schmoozed my way to getting into the backstage like interview process of them interviewing all the celebrities that were there, like Damon Wayne, Tory Lanez, Rick Ross was there, Elena Cardone, which you also see on my page. So yeah, honestly, like I tell people all the time, they always ask me like, how do you get into these places? And I tell them you have to go to the like business conventions, the Bitcoin conventions, find out where these celebrities are.
Yeah. Show
up, make friends with the people that know them or that can get you backstage, and then just do it. Like I literally just made friends with how I actually got in there to meet Tory Lanez. I made friends with Elena Cardone's somebody that knew Elena Cardone. I'm not going to shout them out or anything like that.
You ain't got to.
I made friends with somebody who knew Elena Cardone, and they gave me a backstage pass to go back there and to actually meet her. And in the process, Tory Lanez was there right after her.
Yeah.
And they did an interview with him. So that's actually how I met them and did magic for them.
That's what's up, man. Tory Lanez just recently got sentenced, man.
Oh, I know. Like, I know.
If you could put an input on that, like, how you feel about that? Like,
I was sad about it. Honestly, because I don't know him that well personally, but I mean, from what I do know, he was always like really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice to me. He's actually one of the celebrities that I've ever met that was like really humble.
Yeah.
And would actually like text you back and be like, "What's up, bro? How you doing?" Like he's cool as hell.
Between me and you think he did it?
I was just about to ask that.
I don't know. Like personally, I don't see him as.
What was the reason for him to shoot her? There's no reason at all.
I have. That's what I'm saying. Like I have no idea. Like I can't really speak on it because I have no idea. But I mean, as far as I know him as a person, you know, as far as like the short amount of time I've known him, like I didn't sense that he would do that to like ruin his career or anything like that. Because he was making it. He was doing big things, like with the whole NFT thing, where he sold like I think it was like over 1 million or 1 million copies of his NFT
in one day.
Yeah,
he made a million. In one day.
You know, people get drunk and make dumb decisions.
Nah, man, nah. I done been drunk before.
Yeah,
like, I'm not shooting nobody in the foot.
You don't get drunk and shoot somebody's foot. Not even shoot somebody's foot. Shoot somewhere like he'd even shoot her.
All right, man, free Tory Lanez, man. I don't know what happened, but there's no possible way a nigga's gonna shoot a female in the foot. There's no possible way. There's no reason. There's no reason behind it. The girls were fighting. They were tussling. She grabbed the gun. Pop, pop, pop. You feel me? You ain't shooting at a female, no matter how drunk you are. That's not happening.
They said
it's starting to sound like a conspiracy theory now.
Yeah.
She stepped on glass, or he shot her.
Said he was
no, she definitely got shot.
But they said it was
fragments. Somebody definitely shot at her, but it's not him. It's probably the homegirl. Because they was
But
fighting.
she got immunity, so she can't be charged.
I don't know, man. Because we don't even know. So free Tory anyway, man. Free Tory.
I think the 10 years is pretty harsh. I ain't gonna lie. If he did it, it's like we don't know for sure.
But that's
actually, I don't think that's harsh. I think that's pretty.
It's
like,
harsh.
It's fair harsh, because look, where you're at, that's one.
Yeah,
she's a female, that's two. you're getting sentenced. Like, you could have had way more, and he has time served and all that. So
He only got like a year though.
Like a year.
they said like what? No, 80. He got to serve 80%. So something like that.
He got 10 years. He got 1 year credit. That's 9. So he got to do at least what?
8,
7 more, 6 more,
Yeah.
and then getting deported.
He's getting deported too.
He's from Canada.
He's from Canada.
Oh, he got to go back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, listen, you think that's harsh, bro? Listen, Akon was wearing fake Dior, right? It said Drio on it, and I'm like, what's going on?
Akon wearing fake Dior. That's tragic. Shit, you gotta get out. I mean, he got money, so it ain't nothing for me to say. Of course, hit me with the diamond tester, man. Where it's at? You know what I'm saying? Already.
So, and I did see you. That's a good correlation because I did see you performing for Akon as well.
Yeah.
So was that at same event? I was just about to ask.
We were actually leaving the event, and I saw him from the corner of my eye. And I told my
Can't
boys,
miss
I
him.
was
He's
like,
a shadow.
yeah.
They go Akon. Yeah.
So I ran up to him and I was like, hey, can I show you something real quick? And he's like, you got 2 minutes till my car gets here and you can show me something. So I rushed it. I'm not going to lie. I rushed that entire trick. Mm-hmm. And then he actually gave me longer time. And then hotel security came out and was like, you can't film here. So we actually didn't even get to film the entire thing. Mm. But he actually gave me more time, even when his car was there. So.
He's cool in person?
He was cool.
He's cool?
It was cool. Not as personable. But he was also leaving. So
yeah.
What trick did you perform for him?
I made a card come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That he chose and signed.
I seen that.
Actually, I still think I have that card.
I'm dead.
You let him keep it?
Should have sold it on eBay, man.
I know, right?
Yeah. So I wanted to get into the first game, right? So the first game, we're going to get into the first game, right? I wanted to, because I seen you do this trick many times. Okay. I wanted to write down the name.
Okay.
And show the camera. And for you to guess exactly who that person is, what the name is. Are you able to do that?
I got something to make the game more complicated.
All right.
You down?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, question, do you want to write it down or do you want to like look up something on your phone?
I want to write it down.
You want to write it down?
Yeah, because okay. I don't think I could. The name is so unique. I can't.
Hey, don't be saying that.
No, I'm not. No.
It's something. That fucking name from last week.
I ain't gonna say it. No, I ain't gonna say the demon name. I ain't gonna do that. It's.
Say a regular name.
It's a regular name, fam.
This is what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Take the Sharpie. These are just cards, like makeshift cards that I have.
Okay.
From, you know, sometimes I mark them and stuff. Just quick ones, doesn't matter. That one? Okay. Grab that. Right.
So you want me to write out a whole sentence or just one name? Just a name, right? Okay, perfect. All right.
Billy's thoughts. What Billy think about?
So this is what I want you to do. I want you to write the name.
How about thinking about Forex, Bill?
5K is gonna watch me the entire time. I want you to write the name right across there in big bold letters.
Can I show the camera when I'm done?
Yeah, you can show the camera.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna look.
Cool. Write my middle name. Nobody knows my middle name.
Let me know when you're done.
All right.
What name is that?
Exactly.
Show the camera.
I'm gonna show the camera real quick, right?
Yeah.
If you get that, I don't know.
This is the name.
If you get out for the leave.
This is the name.
You gonna leave?
Nobody knows about this name. I'm telling you, nobody knows about this.
Make sure it's English, man. Nobody.
It's English.
Oh.
Okay. I'm not even.
Right.
I'm still gonna look this way. I want you to just face down. Place it in there.
All right. Face down.
Yeah. Inside. Not.
Place it anywhere.
Not in the top. So like somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle.
All right. I'm gonna do it. All right.
He's not looking.
Make sure it's not sticking out. You hear me?
Fair.
All right. Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
Well, I want you to give a warning. If you pull out that, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. How about it?
This is too much paranormal going on for me.
So there's no way I could possibly know this.
No way.
It's
not even a regular name. He said, "What if
it's not a regular name?"
It's not a regular name.
Don't give me any more hints.
All right.
Hold on, I don't even want this near me, but shoot, this is not a regular name. It's not. I'm gonna name a couple of things, and you're gonna. What I do is I'm not psychic. I don't have any psychic abilities. What I do is I read people. So I'm gonna name countries: Spain, Italy. Don't give me any hints. Africa, Nigeria, Australia, Haiti, Jamaica, Canada, Mexico. What was that? See, he's quivering, so I should probably be looking at you. You have more of a poker face. He's the one that gives it up. He's giving it up. You know the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't never heard that. I never heard the name. I never heard the name.
Or do you want me to do it right now?
Whatever you want to do.
I've never heard this name before.
Okay. I'm gonna do something real quick. I have another deck of cards. I don't want to touch that one, so I have another one with pictures on it. Okay. Right. Can you still hear me on the mic? No, I gotta come down. All right. So. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up a little bit. There you go. So I have all these cards with pictures on them. Right, entirely. So every single one is different inside the deck. Right. So this is what I want to do. I want. Okay, do you know the? You know the name?
Nah, I didn't. I was looking at you the whole time. Nah, I was looking at him to make sure he didn't look. I didn't even get to see the name.
Oh my god.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to pick out a card. All right. Or actually, I have you pick it out. So right in front. Okay. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Take it. Don't look at it. Place it down. Okay. Okay. Same thing. And then stop. Right there. Take it. Okay. Do it again. Someone stop. Okay. Take it. Okay. And I'll have you pick one more. Here. Stop. Right there. Take it. Okay. So there's that. And I'm gonna pick out. I'll bring this back down. Now we have all the cards. I want to pick out a card. I think that one. We're thinking about a name here. Flip over your card. So all these cards have pictures on them, and you could look through them. They have complete pictures on them. They're all different. You have a shoe. Yeah, sure. Okay, pick up one of your cards and flip your card over. You have a bolt. A bolt. You have apples. What's the other card? I picked this one.
Golf club. A
golf club. So pictures tell stories, and I don't know if you ever seen like tarot cards and stuff like that. This is my card here. All right. If you were just to place these, can you pass down your cards? These are the cards you guys chose, right? And you want to pick out one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell me when to stop. Right there. Take it. We'll flip that over. Even a zipper, right? So these cards tell a story, right? Entirely. You got apples, which means like, Adam and Eve, fruit of knowledge. You have the bolt, which, probably fix stuff, things like that. You guys are all congregated with this. So golf clubs, you guys probably like playing games. Shoes, walking somebody else's shoes. And then a zipper. I don't really know what that means, but it's there. But if you look closer, it spells out a name. Billy? That's not what you wrote. But it says B-I-L-L-Y. You could have chose any cards. It's not a coincidence. Right now you're starting to see it. Look closer.
Oh, shit.
But I chose out a card that said railroad crossing. It's an X. That's what the name started with. Was it? Can I? I don't know if I'm gonna get this correctly.
Look at Suave.
But
that is your name, bro.
Was it Zanlas? Zanlas? Is it something like that?
It's close. No. It's close.
No. I'm close, though. I don't know how to pronounce that. How could I pronounce The name's hard.
The thing is, that name, I never heard that name before, fam.
That's like a name that like you can't even write down. Like,
He gave you some.
I ain't gonna lie,
right?
Billy.
Can I pull it out? Because I don't even know.
I ain't gonna lie. What he wrote down is very close.
It's very close, but the name, I've never heard that name before, fam.
I'm telling you, nobody can know the name.
I don't
Is
think
it
that's
like
fair.
that?
How is it so close?
It's
though?
close as hell.
How are you so close though?
He's close as
I'm
hell.
reading it off your face.
My
I'm
face didn't say
not
anything.
always correct. Just so you guys know, like out there, like I'm not always correct, but I'm never far off from the truth.
Yeah, you're
But
close.
my face never said anything. How would you know the letters though?
You probably saw it on my face.
No, because I purposely. No, look.
Can I pull it out? Can I pull it out?
Pull it out.
Okay.
Why are you pulling it out? I purposely didn't like. I
He
purposely
didn't-
kept a
he don't
dead
even
face.
know where
I
you
kept
put
a dead face because I didn't want him to read anything.
He saw my face.
No,
bro.
I could tell what from the color.
Fam, you could have said Brian, John.
NASA. Okay, so I'm missing an A. I'm just missing
That's
one
what
A.
I'm trying to say. Nobody wouldn't ever know that
Oh,
name.
he had
bro.
the X though, fam.
Bro.
But no, the X is a part of the name. You look. Oh, he has it? No?
has it, bro.
You got it?
No.
He got it!
Yo, but I got goosebumps. Yo, you know. Yo, hell no.
No, he got it.
He just missed the A.
So
He just needed the A at the end.
Cause alright, man. There's no possible way bro could have known my grandma's name. I'm telling you. La Nasa, nobody knows that name. It's a Haitian name. Ain't nobody know that. Nah, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Look, Suave, he said Suave didn't have a poker face. That's why I was. Cause I gave him the dead stare. So there's no way he would have known. Added the X, it's already there. But I'm saying nobody would know the spelling of that name. That name, that's my grandma's name. Nobody would ever know, bro. Bro.
Oh, man.
so we're gonna take this.
You focus on.
I'm gonna try to take this a step further.
I want to try mine.
What?
All right, y'all boys.
No, that's crazy.
Wait, sorry.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh man.
And you were next to me. I didn't do anything funny. I didn't pull the card out or anything like that. There's no possible way. I looked at you the entire time, so I wasn't peeking. So I use a couple of techniques,
Okay.
and I'm not afraid to expose those techniques at all. I use a combination of a few things: sound reading, eye recognition, eye movement. If you're thinking about a woman, for a man, your lips are going to curl up slightly. It's called a micro expression. Mm-hmm. Your lips will curl up slightly, so I can tell you're thinking about a woman or a man. From there, you already told me that the name was hard.
Okay.
So I wasn't thinking like Ashley or Rachel or Stacy or any of those names, right? I was now like, what could be a hard name? So now I have to look at your eye movement to tell what letter you're going to be thinking of.
But I didn't.
Normally I
didn't
ask
give you
questions.
any
He
eye
did.
movement. Bro, what's wrong with you, bro?
I told you he was looking at me.
Bro, come on,
He
man.
got it from me, fam.
Listen, I purposely kept a dead face because I didn't want you to read nothing. So I purposely gave you a dead stare. But even though I'm saying, okay, the letters. Where do the letters come from? All right, come on. Where do the letters come from?
It's a bunch of like, there's so many different things. It's pupil dilation, body movement, stuff like that. I mean, I can tell you right now, like off rip, the way you read people is through Halcyonism. Mm-hmm. Halcyonism is a study of muscle reading. And you can play this game with people if you want. So I'll do this with you. Just wiggle your hand out like this. Your other hand, your right hand. You ready or lefty?
Righty.
Okay, just wiggle it out. Okay, and just leave it loose, limp. Okay, I want you to now just place your hand against mine. We're going to do this. All right, no, it's all, no. Pause. So, so I want you to think about one finger. All right, just think about one. All right, close your eyes. Think about bending it. Don't bend it. Think about bending it. Mm-hmm. Did you change it?
No.
Stuck with it? This one?
No.
Which one was it?
Pinky.
It was a pinky. Yeah. Okay. So basically, that's a game. You can play with people and you can feel what we call ideomotor movements. When you tell someone to think about moving it, they have like a small muscle twitch, muscle spasm that happens. And you start there and then you move up the arm. You can do it with the arm. You can do it with the shoulder. And then you go to ideomotor movements in the face. When somebody thinks about a letter, it now pops up into the face, into their body language, things like that.
All right, man. There's no possible way bro could have known my grandma's name. I'm telling you. Lanasa, nobody knows that name. It's a Haitian name. Ain't nobody know that. Nah, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Look, Suave, he said Suave didn't have a poker face. That's why it was, because I gave him the dead stare. So there's no way he would have known. It was funny. I was watching a show, I think Lie to Me or something like that, where they do like the detectives study people's face to see if they're lying, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's something similar to that, but there's no way you could still get those letters. Like there's something extra on top of it. You ain't gotta spill the beans, but there's something extra on top of it. There's no way you could get that name. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
that's
no
crazy. Way.
And you got the X too. The X wasn't a part of it.
I wrote it wrong the first time.
He put the X.
He put
for
the
him to
X.
where to put the name at.
But still, like, you're not gonna get Lanassa. You're not gonna get it. Nobody's gonna get it. It's Lanasa.
No,
he put the X, but still, it doesn't matter, bro.
I was the one that wrote the X there.
Yeah.
Bro, it still don't matter.
And the fact that he read your mind and he got the name with the X and forgot that the X was there and still wrote down the X. And he just missed one letter. That was crazy.
He probably read it off my brain. I told you, fam.
Bro, you ain't got no poker face, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, keep it silent. There,
I was nervous.
Damn, bro, I can't get down, bro. If I get locked up with you, bro.
Nah, don't do that. I keep it silent.
That actually took a bit. That was kind of hard. That was a hard one. You gave me a hard one, but you didn't have that good of a poker face. Billy didn't have that good of a poker face, and Suave gave it away. So.
Come on, man.
Can't do no crowns with Suave.
Ah,
Put them in the room quivering.
Bruh.
You got to back up Doritos.
That's my lawyer. I'm tripping.
Man, I did want to get into the six-figure magician, right? You have a book.
Yes.
Can you briefly explain to us, what's in the book and what it's about?
So I had so many people, specifically magicians and performers, asking me how I was getting all these really high-paying gigs and high-end gigs. And I got asked so many times, I got tired of saying it. And one of my friends told me I should write a book. Mm-hmm. So I decided to write a book on it. And basically it covers, first off, the behaviors you need to adopt to get to the point. It's a very straightforward book. There's no stories about me. There's no oh, I did this, I did that. No, it's cut clear and to the point. Mm-hmm. This is what you need to do. This is how you do it. And I even include my cold scripts in there, who to reach out to. I include all my references, from where I got some of my information from, but all the scripts in there are scripts that I use on the daily. Mm-hmm. Emails to calling, to receiving calls, and how to price yourself as well. So when I priced myself at $1,000, I made sure I was delivering that quality, but I also had to do so many other steps to lead up to that point.
Right. Yeah. So basically the book in total, it tells you how to, become a magician and make your way to six figures, right?
Yeah. Earn up to 6 figures.
Yeah. That's something that we always go over here, entrepreneurship, everybody in this room, we all have LLCs, corporations and all that. So we're big on that. So I like that. I don't see a lot of people doing that. I just see people just, let me do fire here, we'll fire there. But you're actually teaching people how to make money. That's something people always interested in. How can I actually make a living off of this thing? And then you're putting it out there. So that's really cool.
And the book is set for magicians, but if you actually were to just take out the word magician and input whatever your field is, whether it be music or, dancing or singing, whatever it is, mm-hmm. You can just input whatever it is, and it's the same step. It's a blueprint, literally, for how I got from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Now I could work once a week and pay all my bills. So versus when I used to make $200 for an hour, which, a lot of people would be like, oh my God, that's so great. Mm-hmm. Doesn't pay the bills when you get it once a week,
And how often you getting booked, or you just choose when I want?
I get booked minimum once a week. So I have a gig today, actually. Around 8 on a Monday. Yeah. Mm. So I get booked about once a week and my rates remain the same.
Do you take everything? So say if he wanted to book you, I want to book you. Did you have to deny certain bookings?
Yeah, I deny a lot of them. I don't do kids magic. That's the first thing. I'm terrible at kids magic.
Like a little bunny at the hat.
Yeah, no, I cannot entertain children. For some reason, I can entertain them. Like I do balloon art as well. Yeah. I can entertain them with that. But for some reason, just with magic, I can't keep their attention. I don't know what it is. I have no idea why. So I only do magic for adults, teenagers, people who have like a fully developed limbic system. But yeah.
Kids don't have attention spans no more, you know? They can't sit through
adults
an illusion.
Don't have attention spans.
Well, I think kids are worse.
anymore.
Blame TikTok, but yeah.
TikTok dances.
Yeah.
So, like, what would you say is like your most, like, out of all the tricks and all the illusions that you do, what is like your go-to? Or like, what's the one that we like, okay, the crowd's kind of dead. If I hit him with this will get everybody. Or like, he's not ready.
Usually the hypnosis, like what I just did with him.
Like, you going to sleep?
Like what I just did with him with like the mind reading and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I think, yeah.
I don't want you to, I would do it, but I don't want you to read my mind though.
He just.
I mean, I just read your mind.
Okay, so let me ask you,
not him.
So let me
read my mind.
Let me ask you a question, real quick question, right? Like if you're in a room full of people, right, and whole commotion going on, can you pick and choose whose mind you want to read?
Yes, I target who I'm gonna read.
Okay.
It's a target. I don't just walk up to anybody. I basically identify the characteristics that I want for my target, and then I adapt to them.
Okay. So, quick question, right? So, you ever like walked into like a restaurant someplace and, you know, identify somebody that you want to target or whatever, and you read their mind and it was something out the ordinary, or that's like why, like, you don't want to read minds no more. Make you don't want to read minds.
Oh, 100%. I've ran into, people that are very sick.
Disgusting, Suave.
What are the,
yeah.
What's the craziest thought like that you read before?
The craziest thought that I've read before.
You're like, ugh, what the? Ugh.
I think
some pervert in public.
It would have. So I did a fetish party years ago. So I do magic for a fetish company, but it wasn't that specific company. I'm talking about a totally different one, like years and years ago, like before I became what I became now. I did this like small fetish party and I showed up and it was kind of crazy. Like the thoughts were kind of insane. It was like,
can you share, or is it too R-rated?
A little bit too graphic.
Too graphic. Can we get one? Can we get one?
I don't want
at a fetish party.
I just want to know.
At a fetish party, you know what they thinking, bro? Come on, man.
That's a wild boy right there.
I don't even. Man.
It involved bodily fluids and excretion.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
This is your lady back here? Assistant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, you know. Okay, so do you use that to your advantage?
No. Absolutely not.
Good question.
No, I see you at Hooters, man. I see you at Hooters, man.
No. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. If I spent 26 years of my life trying to learn magic just to pick up girls, that's kind of sad.
No, it's not just but it's an add-on.
Like a superpower.
I know what she wants to hear. I know what she wants. So like,
well, yeah, of course. Like
5K.
He don't use it. He don't use it.
You use it to your advantage, of course. Like you're going to
drink.
Like read. No,
I was about to say
you
be doing that shit when you're drinking.
But when you're approaching a girl and stuff, like I know how to approach a woman. I know how they think, how they operate for the most part. Not every woman is the same, but yes, there is a slight advantage to it. But for the most part, yeah, I honestly, I wouldn't use magic to pick up a girl. I think it's kind of corny and sad.
Yeah, it is corny, but
it's a plus, but I would want them to know who I actually am first and see that there's more to me than just like, oh my God, I'm a magician.
You're making
I'm a mentalist, you know?
You're making us look bad right now.
I'm using it. I'm using the tricks.
Too light skinned right
tricks?
now.
You ain't got no
I'm
tricks.
bunny at the hat. I'm doing something.
He's too light skinned right now. I want you to know how I am as a person. Nah, man.
No.
But,
I know what you're thinking of.
Let me explain to you this. If I were to go up to a girl and be like, hey, do you want to see a magic trick?
No,
and I did that to like,
and yeah,
and yeah, of course they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
But and this is what I found, a lot of magicians will actually use it as a cop-out, because the first reason why you do magic in the first place is because probably you don't have any friends, or you don't know how to talk to or approach people. Mm-hmm. That was my case. So magic brought me friends, but what I started realizing is that that's all I had to offer. That's all, the only reason why they liked me in the first place. Okay. You know? So, and that's all they would call me for. Like, hey, come over, do a magic trick. Yeah. That's it.
So, boy, so it gets confusing, like it gets complicated, because if you're in a relationship and this woman knows you can read her mind at all times, she's gonna be kind of afraid, not? Or no?
Yes, that actually happens quite often. You do not know how many times girls will be like, oh, I would never date somebody like you. I would never, I wouldn't want to date someone like you because, you know, you're going to tell if I'm lying. Well, why do you want to lie to me in the first place?
It's like dating like a psychologist.
Nah, it's
but keep in mind, you don't know everything. Like I said, I'm not psychic. Mm-hmm. I'm just reading body language, expressions, the way someone walks, where their feet are placed. Feet are the most honest thing.
I feel like psychologists do the same thing. No?
Feet are the most honest thing. So if you look at someone's feet, for instance, if one foot is faced towards you and the other foot's face out the door, they probably want to leave and they're not interested in the conversation, and they have an appointment that they're late to.
That's funny?
If you go into a group,
I sit like that though. Sometimes I be sitting, I be chilling.
Well, so that's a different story. You're comfortable right now. Yeah. But if we're standing in a circle, right? And there's a circle of guys or girls and stuff like that, look at everybody's feet. Wherever all their feet are pointed to is the leader of that group, is the alpha. Doesn't matter if it's man or woman.
Well, wait, say that one more time.
Wherever the feet are pointed to is a person that's the most dominant and alpha in the group. Feet are the most honest.
You point at me, boy.
You got duck feet, man.
My 5K got pigeon toe.
That doesn't apply to sitting down. It only applies to standing up.
Okay. So like, for example, right, I'm talking to somebody, right? Their feet pointed towards the door. So I know, I'm like, all right, man, I'll catch you later, because I already know what they're doing.
It depends. You can't just...
Most likely.
Nah, bro, I'm dismissing all them niggas. I'm dismissing everybody now.
If they give you short answers.
There's a book I would suggest to you. It's called What Everybody Is Saying. It's a really good book. It'll teach you basically everything that I do as far as like body language and reading. It teaches you when someone's comfortable, when they're pacifying. This is a form of pacifying. Closed body language, going like this. It's a way of comforting yourself. Oh. Yeah. If someone's lying a lot,
pacifying right now.
Well, I'm probably making him uncomfortable. You probably think I'm gonna read his mind.
That's why.
So
he's a Christian.
a lot of.
No, I do. I heard that. Yeah, I seen that. Like whenever you like clutch yourself, or whatever. I already know that.
If you're lying, what you try to do is you try to cover up all the basically openings of your body. So people who lie their blink rate changes. So they start doing this. A little bit slower blink or even more rapid. They'll start correcting themselves because the brain is now like, it's a lie. I need to correct it. So they'll start doing this. They'll start touching their hair. They'll start fixing their hair. They start fixing themselves and trying to look correct. Yeah. Because that's what the brain is doing. Yeah.
So everybody watching, if you gonna lie, now keep your body straight. Keep your eyes,
that's also a telltale sign.
But I'm saying
that you're trying to correct yourself.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if there's no reason to lie, but if you do, then keep,
you just listen to a whole bunch of people in relationships.
You gonna lie like this?
How about just don't lie?
Just do a whole bunch.
Yeah, don't lie, Billy.
I'm talking to the people that lie.
Don't lie, Billy.
Relax, bro.
All the people in a relationship, they be like, no, I didn't go out last night.
I didn't go out last night. Just stuck.
Just stuck.
I would say, don't lie. Keep your relationship private.
Thanks.
Even friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like a lot of times, like, especially when you start moving up the ladder, you find a lot of snakes. Mm. Yeah. And not everybody is out for your best interest. And I'll tell you off rip, I have about 7,000 followers on Instagram, 13 on TikTok. But let's forget TikTok, for instance. I have 7,000 followers on Instagram. Do you think all 7,000 of my followers have my best interest in mind?
No, of course not.
No. Now imagine you have 1 million. Do you think that they're all mentally stable enough to be around you?
No.
Wouldn't you be scared if one of those mentally unstable people found out where you were because you posted it, came up, shanked you, and left? Mm-hmm. This is what I tell people all the time. Like, make decisions in a specific way. And the way I make decisions is this decision a decision I would want my son or daughter to make? Right? Mm-hmm. And am I being the man that I would want my son to be like and my daughter to date? Those decisions will radically change the way that you think. I don't care about followers. I have 7,000. I'm not buying followers. I don't care about having 1 million followers. I don't care about going viral or anything like that. I keep everything private for a reason, because I've been in situations moving on up where people have run up on me. People have showed up. Not everybody has your best interest. So I would suggest that, like, you know, those decisions, don't lie. Only lie to protect yourself and your family in the most, like, extreme scenarios. Yeah. You know, just everything else, just keep private.
Oh man, some real shit though.
We're dropping
I'm
gems.
sorry, I didn't mean to bring it down.
Nah, he's thinking facts.
We gotta get deep. You feel me?
A lot of people think I'm just like the mentalist and like magician and stuff, and it's like I'm way more than that. Like, not a lot of people know I own a bar.
Oh, I was gonna get into that. Yeah. Is it the Strokes Art Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get into that. Like, you're the co-founder or co-owner.
Yeah.
And like, how is that? Like, you're teaching people how to paint, or?
I was a stripper for 2.5 years.
Wait, hold on. The helicopter? Why? Okay, why? Let's not judge. Why?
So I was also an MMA fighter. Mm-hmm. And I was doing MMA for a while.
See, why niggas respect that? He's like,
yeah. Amateur, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I was an MMA fighter and I was training for a while. I used to train at a gym. I used to teach people how to box. Okay. I used to train MMA. And as soon as I got a 6-pack, my friends were like, oh, we should all join a strip club and stuff. And I was like, nah, like, it was a joke. I never thought I would ever be a stripper in my life. Mm. And then over a sudden, the summer came around, and summer are the worst for the entertainment field. I was still doing magic and training. And then I was just like, I need another job. So I went into a strip club called Le Bear. It's a straight male strip club. And, I actually became a waiter. I was a waiter.
Okay, space funny.
Nah, I'm trying to understand straight male. So like what?
Yeah,
it was ladies only.
Females coming.
Ladies females, yeah.
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So, basically, I was a waiter there. I wasn't a stripper. I went in as a waiter. Okay. Just because I needed some extra income at the time. This was years and years ago. And then, yeah, I ended up becoming a stripper while I was there.
It paid well?
It paid good at that time. After COVID hit, it was terrible. Now, I also love art, and I was also working at a specific art company. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to name it here, but I was working at an art company doing paint and sip classes. And I decided to combine stripping and painting, so I created a paint and strip event.
Oh yeah! At first, I thought he was a gay stripper. I ain't gonna lie to you when he said that. I thought he was stripping for niggas, man. Like, you know, Magic Mike, little pee-pee hole sticking out. You feel me? That's why I asked him when he said straight club. I was like, you was straight niggas there dancing for their ass? But then he said female. I was like, oh, okay. I ain't going down with it, but fuck it. Get how you live.
And that's how this whole idea of having a paint and sip studio came about. It went viral, went on TV. My friends saw it. They said, you should open up your own. And, I was like, I don't have the capital for it. About 2 hours later, they called me and they were like, we'll front you the money. And we'll all be partners in it, equal partners. And I was like, 100%, let's do it. And that's how that came about. So we're going to actually be open in a few weeks. I just got my permits approved, so I'm excited for that. We're going to be open in a few weeks. Now, it's not just painting and stripping in there. We're going to have paint and sip classes. We're going to have candle making classes. I'm going to have comedians there, magicians there. So brunch and brushes. We're going to have brunch there. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff.
That's lit though.
Where's it located?
It's located in Fort Lauderdale.
Downtown area?
Yeah.
Close to the downtown area. It's like about, I would say 10 minutes from the downtown area, but it's in the new art district called Studio City.
So, Sensei, you're not even going, bro. You got to go with a girl. Like, you're not going.
So wait, hold on. Question for the stripping art part. It's like you're gonna have a person there, and everybody just draws that person.
No. So I have male dancers that work for me, and basically they're gonna walk around shirtless with aprons, while there's an artist teaching the class. So there's gonna be somebody teaching the class. There's gonna be guys walking around shirtless, and then afterwards we're gonna have a magic. I don't want to say magic, but we're gonna have a dance show afterwards, like a 30-minute dance show for the ladies. Okay. So yeah.
So your target is women
for ladies.
My target, I mean, 90% of the paint and sip industry is it's women. You know, because they like wine, they like creativity and stuff like that. A lot of men just go for the dates. I also have a splatter room in the back where you could throw paint at each other. So if you want like an intimate experience with, you know, your date, you can throw paint at each other, paint each other's bodies, press it on a canvas. It'll be fun. So, Billy, you did your homework on me, huh?
Of course, man. Come on, man. I did my homework. Listen, I watched
Black
everything I
Nardwar.
needed to watch, so I know everything.
I did my homework on you too.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Facts.
So we're gonna get into that, right? You being surrounded by women. Like, what type of women are you into, right?
Do you have a girl right now?
No.
Okay.
The boy single.
Man.
So currently, I'm not looking. I'm more focus on my business and stuff like that. I'm more into the traditional woman. You know, I'm not looking for the like, you know, the next top model. Yeah, no. I don't like fake stuff like
Down Earth
any of that stuff. So I like natural women, you know, not a lot of makeup, you know, homebodies, things like that. And
you're gonna find too much of that though, but yeah.
They out there though.
I think they're out there. Yeah. I think both genders need to change their behaviors. You know, I think women need to change their behavior and men need to change their behavior in order to find what they want.
Men gotta stop simping.
It's not gonna get any better though. Like what we're at right now, it's only gonna get worse as time goes on.
I think it is getting better.
You think so?
I think it is getting better. I mean, I'm just gonna say like Andrew Tate.
Hey man,
just
solid dude.
I was just talking about this. He just created an army of men, actual men, that are changing the way that they behave, changing the way that they approach women, changing the way that they have the outlook on life. So I think it's going to start getting better because it's gotten to a point where society has just fallen. We're falling on our knees. We're collapsing, you know? And with any collapse, there's going to be a rise of actual stable men and women.
But isn't that lopsided though? Because if you're saying for Andrew Tate has all these guys changing the mindset and bettering the guy side, who's on the women's side helping them?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like,
because you're gonna have all these guys.
We're here to lead the women,
mindset, but then,
we're here to lead the women. If we have Andrew
100%.
Tate, if Andrew Tate is creating this army of new guys, we're here to lead the women.
It's both sides. It can happen on any side. The women can do it first. Men can do it first. It doesn't matter, but somebody has to do it. You know, if women change, men will change. If men will change, women change.
Andrew Tate's agenda is more like, isn't like, all right, you have to think a certain way, you have to move a certain way. It's not about, life isn't about women. It's about being a better man. You know what I'm saying? Like, women is like second. It's not a priority thing. It's about getting money and take care of yourself. Right? So why would you want a girl that's, her mindset is like in the gutter? Because that's where majority of them are.
So, but where have you been looking?
There's a thing though.
That's the question.
Oh, I got a girl. I'm Gucci. I'm just saying for that. I'm saying
trust me, I've been in the dating field, so I know what you're talking about. But it's the same thing of like, where are women looking? Women say they can't find a good man and stuff like that, but they're dismissing all the guys that would want them. Maybe they're a little less handsome, but they got money and they have the right mindset to lead them in a good direction. We'll take care of them. But Exactly. So they want a
boring.
lifestyle. So where are you looking? That's like the question.
that's
and
the
that
thing.
goes for men too. It's not just applied
look
to women. It's
for other guys on social media. Like
Okay,
who else is like who's hanging with him? What girls hanging? What girls in his? That's
like
what they look.
if you look for a girl at the club, I mean, expect a hoe.
What? I mean, that's common sense.
That's a fact. But here's the thing.
Exactly. But
Now we're in 2023 though. Like it's like there's the thing. So Andrew Tate went extreme, right?
Mhm.
Hoping that, you know, all these individuals will follow him and at least give at least half of what he was saying, you know, because even him, he said he's going to get married now. So the objective is to become a better man. So that way you can attract the women that's what they currently want. They want finances. They want you to be like stable headed. And most of these men are not that. So
I don't think they want finances. I think they want protection and provision.
Who?
protection
Finances.
includes finances.
Yeah.
How you gonna protect
Yes.
her with no money?
I understand that, but what
lot
I'm
of
saying,
these women
protection,
ain't going out
provision goes into
with
finances,
cheese.
right?
Mhm.
But there was, I don't know who said this, but there was a guy that said women need three things to satisfy their brains. And it was protection, provision, and profession of your love. So protect them, provide for them, and profess your love.
But that's like traditional women though.
That's traditional.
The women nowadays need money,
do
money,
live
money.
in a new
what
age
they
where other stuff, like, don't get me wrong, I love cooking. So I'm not just going to make my woman cook. I'll cook sometimes. 100%.
I agree.
So it's not that we have to live in this like 1950s, 1960s atmosphere, but the nuclear family needs to come back together.
Yeah.
And that's the main problem.
That's
It's become this now gender war of like male versus female, female versus male. And it's not that, it's family. And this goes back to what I was saying. Start making decisions that you would want your daughters and sons to make. Start, making decisions and being the person that you would want your son to be. And if you're a female, start making decisions that you would want your daughter to make and be a woman that you want your daughter to be. Do you want your daughter at a strip club? Do you want your daughter on a pole? And I understand people have to make money, but there's a lot of money in the world. You make those choices. You make the choice to sell drugs or go on a pole.
Yeah.
There's other ways of doing it.
Start a show in the cave.
To do that.
But speaking of natural women, right? You like natural women.
Yeah.
This week, Sexy Red just went viral for having no makeup on. I don't know if you saw it.
Do you know who
I don't
Sexy
even know
Red
who
is?
that is.
Yeah, he
You
doesn't
don't even know
who
Sexy Red?
I don't
You better ask
follow.
that.
I don't follow celebrities like that.
Damn.
Like I know some. Obviously, you've seen celebrities on my profile, but like
Yeah.
That's Sexy
very
Red.
seldom.
So there's the thing, right? A lot of people gave her flack for coming out with no makeup. She had no wig on, nothing. But like
Oh,
half
is this
half
That's
of
the
the
video.
yeah.
That's the video.
So half of these women actually look like that when they wake up. So what was the problem?
throw up.
That boy,
You say you like natural,
that boy
right?
inhaled.
You say you like natural.
You had to take a deep
Yeah.
breath.
No, I do.
He said,
Yeah.
I do like natural, and I feel like you don't have to wear makeup,
Mhm.
at all. But take
people
care
need
of
it.
yourself. I mean, don't come out all ratchet and everything.
Natural women.
I mean, who doesn't love a natural woman? I mean, whatever made us, made women perfection in the way that they are. They don't need anything extra. So,
So
you
you're
know,
saying
like,
some people need, a little touch up.
well, I'm not going to come out with my hair like all crazy and whatnot. Like I have dreadlocks. Dreads are a frizzy style. Like regardless of the fact, you're always going to have some frizz to your dreadlocks.
Yeah, just cut his hair.
I just cut my shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I
Thank
do my
God.
hair. I do my own hair, right? I did my hair last night before I came here.
Mhm.
I just tightened my locks a little bit. That's about it. That's all you need. I'm not going to come here with a shirt with like 3 stains on it.
Suave.
Take care of yourself. If you have acne, you can't cover up acne with makeup.
Yeah.
Start cleaning your face. Figure out what's creating the acne. For me, when I get acne, it comes from seed oils. And I know that now. So I stay away from oil. I fry everything in butter now.
Mm.
Sucks for the Haitian community, but yeah.
So wait, when you say natural, do you mean like natural as in like fake ass, fake tits, like that, or as in like you just don't like
I
a lot of makeup.
I would prefer a woman without implants.
Implants. Okay, so like makeup is cool for you, but not like
makeup's
not
okay,
caking.
but not caking it, not every day and stuff like that. Because like, how many of you really want makeup on your shirt all the time, and not being able to touch your woman's face?
Nah.
Because she got her makeup all right.
When she wake up in the morning.
I'm a very affectionate person. I want to squeeze your face.
Yeah.
You know, I want to kiss your face. I want to be able to like, you know.
It's a clean white tee, man.
Yeah.
Without messing up your shirt.
Yeah. I'm going to be hugging you a lot, squeezing you towards me. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to have makeup on my nice shirt all the time.
Yeah. Facts.
No, yeah.
Facts.
What about the big eyelashes? With the little
I can't stand that. What happened to mascara?
Look like butterflies.
Mascara was fine for years. And then all of a sudden these fake eyelashes came and now like, she blinks too hard, you're going to fly away.
Facts.
She going to float away. Yeah, man, but we're about to wrap up, man. Listen, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Listen, everything. I don't know if you have a card trick you could show us real quick. Any other card tricks that you have that we could do.
Now we need one more trick. We need one more trick.
Anything.
I got you.
Yeah, come on, Suave.
You want like a card trick, or you want like something like a card trick, but more into the mentalism aspect?
Yeah, that's cool.
Suave, just go to sleep. Man.
Mentalism? Okay.
Ain't nobody going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep, bro.
This is what I'm gonna do.
Cool. Go to sleep.
Okay.
Tell me how it works, though. Tell me how it works.
It doesn't mean that I'm gonna put you to sleep. Yeah. You don't have to go to sleep.
He wants to do it. I see his face. I can read now.
Let me ask you a question. All right, what do you do for a living?
I'm a director, videographer.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about. I'm gonna try to force a card on you. Okay. I want you to think about a card in the deck. Don't think of Ace of Spades or King of Hearts because those are the typical ones for people to pick. Yeah. And then also the number 7 is a typical number. Okay. But you can pick those if you want, but you don't have to. Okay. So you got it? You got a card in mind?
All right. Yeah, I got it.
Him. Mm-hmm. What card do you think about?
Number 5 diamond.
You want to change your mind?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Are you cool with that?
I'm cool.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to open your phone. I'm gonna pull up. Pull up my Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram.
You just want to follow.
Nah, go ahead.
I mean, why not? I can use that.
I'm gonna follow you.
I don't care about followers, but I'm follow my boy.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna follow my boy real quick.
I mean, you guys could all do this.
Mason J.
Hey, follow my boy, Mason J.
I already follow Mason J.
TV.
Man, Mason J. TV on Instagram.
Mason J. TV. I hope you can do.
Yep.
All right.
Scroll down. All right. There's a post of cards. You see it right there. Okay. And you can show the camera. What's the date on that?
December 17th, 2021.
Okay. I want you. What card was it again?
Number 5 diamonds.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to rerun the camera. I forgot. Swipe.
No, bro. Hell nah. Wait, hold on. I gotta go back to that post because hell nah. The post is the same. What post is that, man? Nah, bro. What post is that, bro?
Bam.
That's your phone.
Fam, nah, fam.
What? No. How the heck? What the?
Yo!
Hey, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Everybody gotta see my post. It doesn't have anything. Nah, hell no.
It doesn't have anything.
Bro, December 17, 2021.
Yes.
December 17, 2021. My post has nothing. And Suave's has the card he was thinking.
Do me a favor. Can I see your phone? I'm not gonna do it. All I'm gonna do is Your pose has nothing on it, right? I want you to think about if you had think about the card.
Yes.
Right? 7 of diamonds.
5 of diamonds.
Sorry, 5 of diamonds. And you can actually see that it's still there. I don't know what post you're talking about, but
Nah, fam, nah. It wasn't, bro. Swap up 5.
No.
Did you see the card?
Yeah, I seen it.
You seen it?
Yeah. You swipe it.
What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Wait, hold
crazy.
on. Nah, fam.
Billy was tripping. I don't know what.
Nah, fam. It wasn't there before. I don't
We're
know.
gonna try something with you now.
Yeah.
Okay? No. He's not gonna go sleep. I'm not gonna do that. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna bring the mic up. Stand up for me. He don't need his mic. Okay. Okay. Look at me. Turn. Come closer. When are you most relaxed?
Say it again.
When are you most relaxed?
When am I most relaxed?
Yeah.
When I'm on bed?
Okay. Do you smoke or anything like that?
Very rarely.
Okay. When you drink? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So you relax when you drink. That's why we drink,
Yeah.
right? When are you most focused?
When I'm working.
When you're working? Okay. I want you to imagine. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Deep breath in and tighten your entire body. Tighten your shoulders, your arms, your fists, your toes, everything, your neck. And now breathe out and relax. Just deeper and deeper. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Only listen to the sound of my voice and stay in your head. And now relax entirely. Relax. There you go. Deeper and deeper. Good. And once you're through, I'd wake. That's all hypnosis is. So I'm going to try something with you. I'm not putting you to sleep or anything like that. You left-handed or right-handed? Right. Can I borrow your right hand? Okay, this is what I want you to do. Look at your right hand. Place it down. Just keep it straight. Go straight. Good. I want you just to lock your eyes on one spot on your hand. Lock your eyes on your fingertips. Just focus on it. Focus on the sound of my voice and focus on your tips. Do not take your eyes away from there. Okay? Just imagine your hands just getting tighter and tighter, pressing down harder and harder, and every finger just completely just sticking, pressing down more and more and more. And just imagine that your arm is becoming like a steel bar, tighter and tighter. There you go. And more and more. And just let me know when it feels like it's entirely locked, stuck, and glued in the same place. Tighter, right about there maybe. Feels locked. Good. And whenever you try to move your hand, you'll find that it just completely just sticks, locks, and glues into place. Try to lift your hand. Lift your hand, fam. And the more that you try, the harder it sticks.
Lift your hand, fam.
And it's a weird feeling, right? I want that feeling to travel up your arm, into your shoulder, into your mouth.
Bro, lift your hand, fam.
Into your mouth. And what I want you to do is imagine that feeling that is in your hand is now in your tongue. Your tongue is just getting heavier and heavier and heavier to the point that it just completely locks, sticks, and glues to the bottom of your mouth, to the point anytime you try to think or even say your name, you just can't. Your name is?
I'm gonna start from the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. When the man told me to put my arm down, I really couldn't move that bit. Y'all probably watching me on that on the YouTube like, oh, he tripping. He just doing it for the effect. Nah, I really couldn't move my arm. That shit was weird. I think it's some like psychological shit or something. But the 3 shit, it took me a little minute to get it, but I got it though. Like I'm like this. What 2 + 1? Like 3. Yeah. Next.
Good. Lift your hand. So point at your hand. As it moves towards your face, you're just going to allow your eyes to close. And as they close, you're just going to let them just sleep. Drifting, floating, sinking, drifting. Good. Every muscle and every part inside your body just completely loose, limp, and relaxed. There you go. Drifting, floating, sinking. I want you to imagine that feeling in your hand, just in your entire body. Just completely just relaxing. Good. Every muscle and every fiber inside your body just completely loose, limp, and relaxed. And even 1,000 times deeper now, drifting, floating, sinking. No. The sound of my voice just block out all other distractions. Good. And the sound of my voice is just to make you go deeper and deeper into the state of relaxation. Good. Now go ahead and understand that. Good. Whenever I snap my fingers and say the word sleep, you're just going to fall down into this same state of relaxation. Now go ahead and understand that. Good. Anything I say for you coming next is going to become true.
5 hours later.
All right, fam, go. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, right away. Good. How you feel?
Feel good.
Feel good? Can I ask you a question? Hey, we can sit down. We can sit down. I know you guys wanted to end the show.
No, you good.
You got more battery, more time? Yeah. Okay. Suave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you good at math?
Yeah.
Okay, what's 1 + 2?
What the fuck?
Why did it take you so long? Sorry, look at me real quick. Look, now the number 3 is just completely gone from your head. How many fingers do I have up? It's just completely gone. 3. So you have 3. So it's not. So what's happening is his brain is now completely blocking me. He's building a defense against me right now.
He's sweating.
It took you a minute though, right? On another episode of Get Out.
That boy fight for his like 3, nigga.
It took me a minute though. It took me a minute.
Why you sweating, fam?
Yo,
this.
That feels kind of weird.
Okay, so quick question, right? I was
you
gonna
can
know
ask
this.
him whatever you want. Yeah.
I wanted to know this. So, alright. When Suave went to sleep, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You made me a believer. Mason J, you made me a believer, dog. Suave was like this, bro. I'm like, bro, come on. You went to sleep. What was it? What did you see? Were you just asleep or what happened?
No, I just feel like everything he was saying was like, what's happening?
So you heard everything he's saying?
Yeah, it's like I was just hearing him.
You can't move.
Yeah.
You couldn't move.
I couldn't.
Did you try to move?
Like my brain was telling me to move. Like, I heard him.
Why you didn't move?
I just couldn't.
You couldn't break it.
I couldn't.
Okay, so when you put your hand down, you couldn't move your hand.
I was trying. I was trying to tell my brain to move my arm.
It's like this, Suave. Nice to meet you, by the way. Nathan, give me your other hand. Good, and just place them out just like this and just squeeze tighter and tighter and tighter. And the tighter that you squeeze them, I want you to really press them together. Really, really press them. They're just locked, glued, and stuck into place. Take a deep breath in and just lock them into place. There you go. Just listen to the sound of my voice. And now, the more that you try to pull them apart, the more they just stick into place. And try to pull them apart. The harder you try, the more they stick. Just harder and harder. You can open your eyes and look at it. You'll find that they still stick. They're just completely stuck. It's difficult, right? And look, when I snap my fingers, you're just gonna completely just relax.
That shit weird. That's not feel weird. That shit weird, bro. That shit weird. I swear to God, that shit weird, bro.
Now, when I first did this, you saw that he got stuck, and I didn't say the word sleep or anything like that.
Right.
Right? You don't a lot of people think hypnosis and they think like it's not that.
That's what I thought it was.
It's getting into the brain. It's a way of getting into the brain. You can do that with the eyes open or the eyes closed. There was actually a study where they gave 100 people coffee, right? And they asked them to read a story about a person. And then they asked them, describe how that person is. Are they, a kind, loving, warm person, or a cold, like bitter, angry person? So it was a 50-50 match, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was a 50-50 match. So they gave 50 people cold coffee, and they gave 50 people hot coffee, right? So what ended up happening was the people who had the hot coffee described the person in the story as a warm, open, inviting person. And the people who had the cold coffee described the person in the story, and it was the same story, as a cold, closed off, reserved, bitter person. So everything in your environment affects you, regardless whether your eyes are open or closed. And it's the same process. I'm just talking. And that's not to say that you're an easy person to manipulate at all. It just means you're more imaginative, more creative. You probably can imagine things in like 3D, probably visualize a lot of stuff in your head. So I mean, do you do something artistic?
Yeah, directing.
Okay, so there you go. You probably envision it beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. That's all it is.
Bro, no cap, man. My heart beating right
Billy, you want to try?
Hell no, I'm not trying to.
I'm not trying. I could want to try.
It's still stuck. It's stuck entirely.
Move your hand, fam.
No.
Bruh.
It took a little second though.
I'm messing with you.
Bro, alright, man. Damn.
I feel like it's a mental thing though. Like when you just focus on it, it's like, I don't know. It's weird.
Listen, drop the bats in the chat. Thank you for watching In the Cave. Like, comment, subscribe.